Shri C. Gopalan.
Respected Chairman Sir, Honorable Prime Minister has submitted to this House
after the time of
13th of this month, India has totally conducted 5 nuclear tests successfully. When it was happened in India, what were the suggestions put forward by our politicians inside our nation? Particularly when this paper is placed before this House, Honorable Prime Minister clearly stated, we do not intend to use these weapons for aggression or for mounting threats against any country. These are weapons of self-defense to ensure that India is not subjected to nuclear threats or coercion. We do not intend to engage in an arms race. That is the suggestion put forward by the Honorable Prime Minister. And with regard to this point, with regard to the point raised in the paper, every person must talk about in this House. I am also very happy in this occasion on behalf of our leader, Dr. Puratchi Thalavi. I deem it as a great pleasure and pride to put on record my deep sense of appreciation to our Honorable Prime Minister for having taken the courageous decision, I say courageous decision, to conduct the nuclear test. Some efficient and eminent leaders from that side, they have said, when Honorable Prime Minister conducted this test, he has not consulted anybody, any politician here. Respected Chairman Sir, I want to draw the knowledge of other side also. When in the year 1974, under the presidency of Indira Gandhi, when nuclear test was conducted, she did not consult any politician at that time also. But now they are raising this question and they are accusing the Honorable Prime Minister in this sense, means it is only when the Honorable Prime Minister gets credit without bearing all these things, they are accusing the Prime Minister before this House. And I want to draw the knowledge of this House. What is the intention in testing nuclear tests here in this nation? Particularly from Congress side, what was the opinion on the leaders of Congress on 11th and 13th? And what was their opinion now for the past 10 days? I want to draw the knowledge before this House. When nuclear test conducted, before that, what was the opinion of scientists? Our Honorable Prime Minister also appreciated the scientists alone. He did not expect any credit on behalf of this test. Magnanimously, our Honorable Prime Minister said, this all credit goes to the scientists, to the engineers, and the person involved in the activities, and this is not for me, he clearly stated. But some of the efficient and eminent leaders here, by way of political motivation, they accused the Prime Minister also, stating, no, the BJP has issued seats, the BJP has got that intention. That is not so. But a Prime Minister clearly showed to this nation that all this credit goes to only to the scientists, engineers and the persons involved in these activities. But what about the opinion of our scientists? Sir, the Atomic Energy Commission Chairman Dr. R. Chidambaram said, the 3 tests conducted simultaneously did confuse international observers, but that was not the intention. He said the multiple tests were done to save costs. It is the opinion of the Energy Commission Chairman. And the 2 points put before this House is, the question asked is about the timings of this test. And second point, why did India go in for these tests? What are the opinion of the politicians? I come to later to that point. But former Atomic Energy Commission Chairman Dr. P.S. Iyengar stated, India should be looked upon as equal to 5 nuclear weapon states of the world following Monday's 3 nuclear tests at Pokhran range. The conducting of these tests was necessary for technological and operational reasons, the objective being to lay the foundation of India having a deployable deterrent capacity against potential threats. India had already delayed this process, which had affected its security. This is the opinion of our intellectuals in India. But what were their suggestions on 11? The Congress has issued 1-page statement after more than an hour of deliberations, largely speaking of its key role in formulating the country's nuclear policy and how Indira Gandhi and Rajiv Gandhi, they were instrumental in shaping them. Sonia Gandhi has also diverted 2 persons, particularly Natwar Singh and another person, Manmohan Singh, to contact BJP immediately. That is the statement on 11. On the same day in Madras, our opposition leader, Bawarji, he has praised the activities of scientists as well as the nation's brightness. In the same way, our Prime Minister Gujarat said that India has proved, he has not praised scientists alone. India has proved that it is second to none in the areas of high technology. Sir, what is the point before this Honorable House now? Yes. What is, no, I will come to that point, sir. But what is the point now before this Honorable Court, Honorable House? Whether this nuclear test is wanted for this nation or not. But how it is used, he has clearly said, it will not be used against other nations. It is only a safeguard for our nation. It is clear point from the Honorable Prime Minister. But what is your opinion, the Congress people's opinion about this before this House? Why it was conducted in the year 1974? You said, even though in the year 1974 it was conducted under the presidency of Indira Gandhi, it was said at that time, the India which has been under constant pressure from the Western powers, particularly the United States, has always maintained that its nuclear program was for peaceful purpose. Sir, our nation's father is Mahatma Gandhi. Nobody can deny it. He was a man of ahimsa. When he was saying ahimsa, whether he was having gun with him, why this nuclear test was conducted, even though you are saying it is only for peaceful purpose, why it was conducted in the year 1974? In the year, particularly, I want to draw the knowledge of the opposition leader as well as Congress eminent and efficient leaders. The letter written by ex-president. In the year 1983, he was a defense minister, Mr. Honorable Venkatraman. What he has written a letter to the Honorable Prime Minister now, even in the year 1983, that is Congress regime, our respected Indira Gandhi was the Prime Minister at that time. Our Venkatraman, he was the defense minister at that time. Even in the year 1983, all the arrangements were made for conducting underground nuclear tests in India. You see, eminent leaders from Congress side, you have cited so many indications. Just now you are saying, no, only this nuclear test was done only 2 days back, 3 days back, 10 days back, without knowing everything, just like you are arguing before this house. But you see, just I come to that point, sir, don't be hurry. Even in the year 1983, all the arrangements were made for conducting underground nuclear tests. But due to compulsion of some foreign major nations, the testing was postponed. This is the statement by the defense minister. Not for peacefulness, not for your points according to what you have stated now, but due to compulsion of foreign nations, it was postponed. What is the point behind in it? What is your intention? But intention was, but there was a danger to the nation from the Pakistan as well as China. But it is well known fact to the nation. But anyhow, there must be safety, there must be safeguard to our nation. Even Indira Gandhi thought of it, Rajiv Gandhi thought of it. But only you have become fortunate now. Just that is why you are talking like this. That is why you are taking disinterest against this policy now. Because when the credit goes to Honorable Prime Minister, you are not in a position to bear all these things. That is why you are talking like this. Our Honorable Sangmaji said, I want to make a request to the Honorable Sangmaji. What is the personality of our Prime Minister? Even in the year, after the year 1962, he was a person who has created a relationship, good relationship with China. He was a person who has created good relations with Pakistan. But such a person, now what is the position? He wants to safeguard of the nation, India's nation. He has more interest in the Indian nation. That is why such a good person is taking good stand now. That is why on behalf of All India Anna DMK, I am appreciating it. And another thing, I want to say one point. This is not the threat. Somebody said, no. Pakistan has done it. Why should we bother about Pakistan? Let him do anything. Let him die anything. Let him die there themselves. We need not bother about Pakistan. But we must safeguard our nation. Our activities are not wrong. Our activities are we are doing. Our activities here in our nation, within our nation. We are not aggressive for any other nations. But Pakistan, why it should do it? But Pakistan's intention is, it was already intimated by the CIA. American intelligence agencies have been quoted in the media here as saying that Pakistan is very close to a nuclear test blast. They are making final preparation to test. It could happen at any time. It was precautiously, it was given by the CIA some 20 days back, even before our conducting of the nuclear test. So what was your intention? Intention of Indira Gandhi, intention of Rajiv Gandhi, intention of our Narasimha Rao, all one equal with our intention now. It is made by our Honorable Prime Minister, but you have become opportunities. That is why you are talking wrong things. Particularly, you are showing disinterest. This house is very peculiar house. What we should talk? You are talking outside something, but you are talking inside something. You are taking double stand. It is not necessary to our nation. My humble submission would be cooperative and fight for other nations who are interested in aggressive policy of our nation. Therefore, my humble request will be always cooperative with the nation and support for our Prime Minister's best activity, and I will conclude my speech.